Hello everyone and welcome back to the Hyvä YouTube channel. This is Hyvä Out and About, where we share exactly what we've been up to all over the world. And today we're taking you back to Kyiv for Meet Magento Ukraine, which returned for the first time in over a decade. And what a comeback it was. With me is someone who needs absolutely no introduction. He's technical director here at Hyvä and he's the co-founder of Magento. And he's who everyone goes to for a code example or a nice cup of calm. It's Vinai Kopp.
Cheers. Thanks. Nice to be here.
You've been here before many times on our YouTube channel. So yeah, we're talking about Meet Magento Ukraine. When you think back to the event, what's the first thing that you think about?
Yeah. First thing I think about are all the amazing people I met and talked to there. It's so nice. Some people I hadn't seen in many years, so they're all like old friends or old acquaintances, and others are people I met for the first time. And it's been wonderful. I really enjoyed myself there.
That's exciting that it pulled in lots of new faces as well, as long live Magentoans. So yeah, that's really nice. Obviously, it was the first one in over a decade. Was it 11 years since the last Meet Magento
No. I
Ukraine?
think the last one was 2018. It was
Okay.
a Mage Conf back then, I think it was called.
Ah, okay.
I'm not sure if it was a Meet Magento or not.
Yeah, I
But
think the
yeah,
last Meet
same. It's
Magento. Yeah, I think the last Meet Magento was over a decade ago, but yeah, probably the last Magento event
right.
wasn't quite
Yeah,
as
you're
fast.
right.
Yeah,
2014, Etwix
yeah.
organized one, Slava.
Obviously, it was obviously really unique circumstances. What did it feel like being there in person and like knowing how much it meant to everyone that was there?
Um, I wasn't really afraid going there, strangely enough. My wife was afraid and so on, but maybe because I was talking to mainly a friend there a lot uh, in the month before, I had more of an idea of everyday life. It didn't seem like that crazy or such, so I felt fine. Obviously, it's maybe a little different from being in Germany, but yeah. I forgot your question already.
What was it like there? Was it good?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I felt great because it's just another big city, people going to work, sitting at the coffees outside was beautiful, warm weather, much warmer than here. People were enjoying their lunch, children were in the kindergarten. We walked through the botanical garden, beautiful city, beautiful food, yummy, all good. So it felt great. Yeah, very special, very
Amazing.
clean, everything looked great. Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice to hear. Obviously, we were a sponsor there and you were a speaker. And there was obviously loads of Hoovans that support us a lot there. How was Hoover received at the event? Did anything surprise you about people's reaction to Hoover being there?
What surprised me is that there were some people who weren't familiar with Hyvä, and it just goes to show there are many people who do their job, work with Magento, but they're on projects go ongoing projects for years. So they never really had a chance to look outside of their usual area they work in and weren't really familiar with it. Of course, others were very familiar with Hyvä and worked with it every day. But yeah, it's we're still not that ubiquitous actually, and that's looking from inside of Hyvä. That's a bit of a surprise because for us, for me, obviously, Hyvä's like
It's everything. It's
everything,
everything.
right? But
It's all my clothes everywhere. I
yeah,
look. It's
right.
like,
Like every day, all
yeah,
close, everybody I speak to. But
yeah.
there's still lots to do. Lots of people to talk to and to, yeah, convince. So that's great.
Yeah, it's good. I think, yeah, like you say, we forget that we're all living in our own individual bubbles,
Yeah.
and within our bubble, what is a big deal is not necessarily a big deal in someone else's bubble. But yeah, I think that's an exciting prospect to know that there's so many more people for us to reach, and so many more people for us to speak to
Mm.
and learn from,
Yeah.
and obviously show what Hoover can do too. So yeah, I think that is exciting. But no, it's interesting, like you say. To see. And obviously, this was quite a big moment for us as well because it was our first ever live Hoover Certification Lab.
And people liked it. They were very shy. Not a lot of
Yeah.
people were willing to put themselves out there and study. Almost everybody like, oh, I got to do more. I got to learn more. I want to study more. I can't take it right now. and everybody who
Amazing.
passed got a nice T-shirt. I put it on for this call
Yes.
extra, like Hyvä Certified Developer. So we have a nice
Yeah,
badge
look at
there too.
that.
So yeah, if
Yeah.
you do the on-site certification at events, you get one of those. So maybe, and yeah, people like that, and yeah, we learned a lot the first time we did it, and it was fun.
Nice. I love that. And obviously, in your talk, you talked about the Hyvä certification and how it came about and everything that they needed to know about it. So yeah, tell me about that talk. How did that go?
It was the only English talk. All the others
Oh,
were in
okay.
Ukrainian. So sadly, I didn't actually get to listen to anybody else speak on the stage. I did speak to many people because everybody there spoke great English, but yeah, not on stage. My talk went well, I think. So room was full. People were very engaged. A lot of nice questions.
What were people most interested in?
People were interested in things like, will there be more certifications? A standard question always is, will there be something like a solution specialist certification? How will it affect the partner program? These kind of questions. So I was expecting those.
Yeah, yeah. Which we can say there will be a solution specialist and there will be much more certifications coming
Yeah,
soon.
we got a lot of plans. And if this one continues to go well, then yeah, we'll expand the certification program. Um, it seems to help the partner ecosystem really
Yeah.
distinguish themselves. Another one of our goals is to give developers a reason to learn a bit more, dig a bit deeper when learning, to really understand how something is being done or why it's done in a certain way. And that our intention with that is to raise the bar of all Hyvä implementations that there are, so people generally can expect good quality from Hyvä builds,
Yeah.
which in turn benefits our branding and our reputation. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. As much as we're not responsible for Hoover builds, we feel a sense of responsibility to make sure that we do everything we can um, to give that everyone gets the best service from their Hoover build. So yeah, that's awesome. So who did you chat with that left a real impression? Was there any inspiring conversations or
Yeah,
moments that you
there
thought,
were
yeah,
there were a lot of very touching conversations. Like there was one person who shared that when the war started in uh, 20, 2020, no, 2022,
yeah,
2022. Sorry, got confused. One was Corona, COVID.
yeah? There's been
Twenty twenty
so
two was
much,
the invasion.
yeah,
Yeah, so Hyvä sponsored a lot of, we donated, tried to help, and it was crazy times. And we, there were a lot of um, like calls for help. We need this equipment or that equipment. And part of what Hyvä donated to was a car to bring supply materials to the front and back. So we met the guy who posted it and he was, yeah, look, this is the car that we bought with your help. And he showed me the pictures. And here we're driving to the front line with my friend. And that was amazing just listening to it and seeing. And the car is still in action. It's incredible. So he said, yeah, it was on 3 different fronts in the meantime. And it's still going. And we're doing this with it. And so that was super touching in a way. It stayed with me for a long time. And other people shared um, just back then, we still had a thing called Twitter, well, a good thing called Twitter. And yeah, they were talking about how some of the tweets just, happened to give hope in dark times because there is support out there. And how a small thing like a message on Twitter can make a difference. So that was moving to hear that kind of feedback. And also seeing all the strength and resilience, all the things that people there are doing to continue with their life and come out stronger. It's super cool. It's super inspiring and yeah, touching. Great.
yeah,
Feel proud to be part of this community. Not part
definitely.
of the
Just
Ukrainian community, but part of the bigger Magento community that is also in a way related. So that's great.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
and that
so
they're
very
also part
special.
of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really nice. Even then, just listening, you get that like goosebump feeling of it's such a big thing that they're going through and have been through, and as much as we try, you don't always know necessarily the effects of what we're doing. So yeah, it's nice to hear that, yeah, we've had some positive feeling back.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
great meeting the people and talking to them, and very, very cool.
I love it. Thank you. And obviously, you explored Kiev. You said you went to some beautiful places. Did you have much chance to explore whilst you were there, or was it just, yeah, a couple of
I
places?
arrived at 5 in the morning, so there was an overnight train from Warsaw. Long, long train ride, and so I had all day. That was the day before the conference, and a good friend of mine took a day off and spent all day with me, wandering through the city, showed me the university because he works there as a teaching, and yeah, that was great. Seeing all the sites, gave me a tour. He knows a lot, and that was amazing. You know, a lot of history, far back, very recent history. It's really amazing. In the evening, he invited me to his little summer house at the river, and we went swimming in the river, which was great. We made a little barbecue. So I feel super grateful for him taking me around and spending time with me. Met his family again, so that was super nice. And then yeah, the next day was conference day, all day. That was great. And I had to leave early the next morning on the train back to Warsaw. So not a lot of time, but at least a little.
Some time exploring. That's nice. I love that. But yeah, it looked from socials and obviously from the outside looking in, it looked like a really well put on event. Like it had such a great venue, all of the imagery and everything looked amazing. So yeah, what was your first impression walking into the conference?
My first impression. Yeah, it looked great. So to be honest, we branded the wall of the certification room, the outside wall, which is something we did for the first time. So I came in looking for how did it turn out, and it looked great. So we had this big, I guess, huge sticker on the wall there with the door and said Hyvä certifications get certified here today in Cyrillic. And yeah, so just walking around, and to be honest, I immediately was picked up by people, and they showed me where to go. And, okay, let's go here and get your badge. So yeah, just immediately started talking with people, and that went on for the whole day.
All day, yeah. Because was it quite a big event? How many people were there?
There were 200 to 300 people. I don't know exactly how many.
That was
It
still
was
quite
very
big
well put
then.
on. The food was
Yeah.
great. They had a big buffet, and there was yeah, two tracks, business track and technical track in parallel, and yeah, very well put on, really.
Perspective organised it, didn't they? The agency over
Perspective
there
team, yeah.
in Ukraine. And yeah, I know that they're at a lot of events. So I think they tried to take a lot of learnings, I think, from a lot of the other Meet Magentos. And yeah, when I spoke to them, they said that they were really, really proud of how it turned out and that they're excited for the next one as well, which they're putting on. So they're already planning for Meet Magento Ukraine 2026. So yeah. Would you
Yeah,
like to go again if
I
the
want to be
opportunity
there
came?
for sure.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it was such a great experience. I'd love to go there again. Maybe
Amazing.
spend an extra day, even
Yeah.
more. Yeah.
Get a little bit more time in the environment and
hmm
exploring.
Yeah, there's so
Yeah,
much to
that's
see and do.
yeah, it is always nice to do that, especially if you get to meet the Magento community out in their natural habitat almost, and
Yeah,
see what life's like for them. I always enjoy that as part of traveling to meet Magentos, is seeing how their days go,
yeah.
and what it's like in their culture.
Hopefully, I can motivate or inspire some people to also go there next year because this year it was pretty much just me from the West, um, sadly. So yeah, it was great. So maybe next year a couple more will be there too. And I think that
Yeah,
would be great just to give a sense of normalcy. Yeah, you know
normality.
what I mean.
Yeah.
Normalcy. Yeah.
Thank you, Vinay. Is there anything else that you wanted to share?
No, I think I'm good. Thanks for this chance. Yeah.
No, it's been
Thank
nice
you.
talking to you. It's always lovely talking to you. But
Same.
yeah, thank you for
Lovely
sharing
talking to
everything.
you.
Oh, thanks.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for everything that you do for our community as well. And yeah, if you're watching and you want to learn more about Vinai's talk, the Hoover certification, or Meet Magento events that we're attending in the next couple of months, depending on when you're watching this, whenever, but there's always an event that we're going to. And you can find that on our website, hoover.io/events. Yeah, so go check that out. I'll put the links in the description below as well. And if you could press that like button, we like that, and subscribe so that you always hear from us and never miss anything that we're doing. But yeah, thank you, Vinay. It's been really nice talking to you.
Thank
Until
you.
the next time.
Until next time. Bye.
Hoover out.